Okay, so for the weekly one-shot last week, we played Mayatori. It was a trivia game. I'm not so big on trivia, but the game was really good, just overall. I actually contacted the devs, said I loved your game. They sent me a key for the rest of their games, which was pretty awesome, including this one, Pureya. And I saw a description of it saying like it's WarioWare, but even better. I thought, no way, WarioWare is too damn good. I think the premise of this is that you play a different game every 10 seconds, and I'm game for that, so let's go for it. Let's go for it. Okay, and we're in it already. So I have actually played through some of these mini-games already, so I should know what to expect, but as best as I can understand it... Oh, okay, well, best to understand it, I don't press that button, it's just left and right, or L and R. You go through these mini-games and you collect these pachinko balls, which you then use to play pachinko. Not a game I'm overly familiar with myself, aside from what I saw in Kaiji. But I'm a huge fan of WarioWare, so this kind of mini-game bonanza, right up my alley. The best WarioWare game is actually the most recent one in my opinion, WarioWare Gold. It had everything. This is all a little slow though. Let's speed it up a touch, shall we? If we can. But I actually quite like the fact that you're thrust into a game and you very quickly have to get what's going on here. And that's helped with the limited controls, both in this, because it's just left and right, and WarioWare, because it's generally not much more than that. Alright, going up and down in a paper plane. It's awfully slow, though. Wonder when we get to speed things up. Will you confirm your status of King Weeb with this too? I'm not seeing anything Weeb here. Tell me, Thagnus, these weebs, are they in the room with us right now? So this must be the pachinko. And we have to hit, I imagine, that little green bit. 777 for good luck. And we get a one of those, whatever that is. And a one of these. So it's a new goat. I gotta not press that button. New Space Invader ship. A patch of grass, I guess. Uh-huh. Rainbow boat. Rainboat. And even more of that. And a new bouncy ball. Alright, hop to it. There's more pachinko to be played. Oh, I'm aiming for the center. I shouldn't aim for the center. Man, this is much like Magitori. Nice and simple, but seems quite well made. Okay, Penguin here. Yeah, he handles on ice and he keeps moving forward. Come on, show me the pachinko balls. Ah, there we go. Speed it up a bit. It was a bit of a shame that nobody crashed out worse at Magitori than I did. Then again, I don't think other people have been drowning in the anime questions. I can't get over how easy the cinema questions are. I mean, I went away from cinema because I'm not good with films, but it's like, who directed Jurassic Park? Actually, if you know who Steven Spielberg is, you're going to win half of the movie questions straight up. But unless you know the colour of all these anime characters' pubes, you're gonna have a hard time in the anime section. Oh. Pop we go. Come on, I'm a seasoned WarioWare veteran. We can do it faster than this. You know, if it was full of shining colours and all that, I could see the appeal of playing a whole bunch of pachinko. I like my gambles a bit more exciting. How do you get the payout from pachinko? Ah, there we go, we're speeding up now. Eldon and Hoovie beat you. That's just shameful. I don't feel any shame about that. I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm not good at, and I am no good at trivia. I gotta say, the sheer amount of anime trivia in it was unexpected. Okay, is this full speed? Gore warning for Americans. So how many of these little mini-games do you play? Oh, well, it said 2 there, so I guess we got 2 more. Ooh, we can fly all the way up. Come on, discount blooper. It's a fun little game. I worry about just how little it is, though. I'm already feeling like we've seen quite a bit of the same mini-games. But perhaps we unlock more of them. Like so. Did you ever play WarioWare for the GameCube? No, the only WarioWare games I played were for the DS and the 3DS. Konami do pachinko games, don't they? I'll have to try one if I can find one. I'm not sure if you can find many of them in this continent, though. So what's this all about? I gotta dodge the trees? Okay, sure. Yeah, this goat one's a bit rough. Whew. I think it's more about keeping yourself alive rather than trying to get every ball there is. What a way to start. Otherwise, it mocks you by slowing the game down. Not sure if WarioWare does that. I think it's just it'll get faster until you lose. This doesn't seem like a game where you lose. Then again, was Magitori a game where you lose? Magitori probably continues on even if you get everything wrong. I'll have to try that. I actually want to go and play more Magitori and explore what the different paths are. And I could just look those up online, but where's the fun in that? Keep playing Magitori until I can get all the anime questions right. Sounds like a deal with the devil. There must be strategy for playing pachinko properly. Maybe if we tilt the entire building. Be-crowned King Weeb again. What do you mean again? Ooh. That was a little bit shameful. I don't know why it would be surprising to anyone. I do quite enjoy manga. I do not really enjoy anime so much. Although I have watched some, and some have been good. It's more the exception that proves the rule. Ooh, chabugger. Don't be slowing me down now. Liking the funky tunes here. That's something this and Magitori very much have in common. The music was, as they say, slapping. If you're looking at this and thinking, wow, this looks pretty fun, but I want something with a bit better fidelity, WarioWare, that's all I can say there. But if you've played a ton of WarioWare and just wish there was anything else out there like it, then I'd say this. I think it was WarioWare Touched that was my favorite one. It's not as good as Gold, but it feels more like a toy. In a good way. WarioWare Smooth Moves was pretty fun. Smooth Moves. Which one was Smooth Moves? Ooh, we got ourselves a new tune? I gotta stop pressing that button. Which is to say any button other than left or right. Man, I could see the addictive nature of pachinko. There's got to be some kind of payout, though. Surely somebody out there knows the ins and outs of pachinko. What's the payoff? Let's say I manage to get 100 pachinko balls into the pachinko ball repository. What do I get? Oh, that is precarious. But faster speeds means more balls. I feel like my ball's bigger here as well. Bigger opportunity to pop, sadly. Also, somebody earlier on digging into me for calling it Mayatori instead of Magitori. Well, having these retainers in makes some things harder to say, and one in particular is a J sound. Which kind of blows since, you know, the J in shake. Wait, I think the goat here wraps around. I should remember that. Make traversing easy. Okay, maybe not. Mechanically, I kind of wish I knew a bit more about how this game works. I think it's a text-free game. Is there any writing in it at all? Even all the options are just symbols. Alright, just plow it out. Surely something will get in there. Okay, something, please. Oh, okay. It's more like it. Never thought of it that way, Jingo. Oh, French ship. There's a 40% star. Does that mean anything? A what now? Oh, right, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it means what you've unlocked? I recall there being some kind of pachinko-style-y thing, or maybe just a prize thing in Danganronpa that had a percentage thing. And I think that's percentage chance that you're going to get something you don't already have. Yeah, I think it was Danganronpa. You had those coins that you could spend on getting useless knickknacks. Or maybe you use them to make friends. I don't know. It's been a while since I played Danganronpa. Good game. I would never dream of streaming it though. Forgive me for wanting a bit more challenge here. Maybe that's just the WarioWare instincts kicking in. Oh, I love that endless mode that just got so outrageously difficult. It had this scrappy looking teddy bear looking at you when you were riding an elevator. That's what I remember of it. I seem to recall a trip to Aberdeen University for my advanced higher history classes. But I just brought my DS and played WarioWare a lot. Advanced higher history? That doesn't sound right. There's a lot of reasons that doesn't sound right. Well, I played a lot of WarioWare. So how's this working? I filled up the wee things on the left and right, so where's my... Okay, you fill them up, then you spin the thing around. There we go, show me the money. French horse. And more tunes. Bye, blooper. Tricky that. You go forward faster than you go back. Eagle seems like a great way to get some fast balls, though. Bit too fast there. Gotta keep your wits about you for this one. Ow! And I don't think there's a way to move faster on that, although if there was, that would be very welcome. Aww. Wow, this is one dumb game. I mean this minigame in particular, not the game as a whole. The game as a whole I really like. I kind of wish it was on the Switch instead of the PC. This feels much more like a game that I want to play on the move. I wonder if they considered that. God, another French ball. For a game made by Spaniards, they really like the French. Hey Jake, I always wondered, considering we might share a name, is your legal name Jacob or just Jake? Just Jake. I got my name from the horrible guy out of the Blues Brothers. Alright, take it from the left. Seems to work a lot better for us. Now, I remember wondering the same myself as a child. It's like, is it really Jake or Jacob? Jake isn't a hugely common name in the UK. More of an American name, I think. But no, it was Jake. And I was always determined to use my real name on the internet. Even though that was a frowned upon thing back then. I mean, nowadays everyone wants you to use your real name, but as usernames go, I'm very grateful to young Jake for deciding to go with DDR. Jake. And not my second choice, Massive Anime Fan 412. Had a ring to it, yeah, but DDR Jake just stuck better. I mean, I see some of the nicknames of people that stroll into chat here, and I just think, what were you thinking? But that's okay, that's what mockery is there for. It's like an immune system for a community. I could see the hours burning away with this game. Don't know how long I'm going to be streaming it for today, but after having so much fun with Magitori, I wanted to check out what else they had. There are a couple others, but I believe Shipped is a multiplayer game. They also have Golfing Over It, which sounds like getting over it, and I really don't like getting over it. But they were nice enough to send me all their games, so I wouldn't have a problem checking them out. Especially if they're all like this. There's just something so charming about it. Mockery is the immune system. Does that mean JJ is a disease? Oh, or a repugnant one. I could understand a lot of people thinking that around here it's very mean-spirited. Oh, you say such mean things about people. It's like, I very much see it more of an immune system. And I don't think anybody really gets treated mean around here. I think everybody that ever gets mocked are people that invite it on themselves, in a manner of speaking. Nobody comes here, tries their best, and gets mocked for it. It's always people that run their mouth that little bit too much, or think a little bit too highly of themselves that eat it. Or the furries, right? But they... oh god. Now that's a disease that the immune system's working on. Working overtime on. I wonder if there's a way to crank up the difficulty in this thing, because... if you... okay, well, that seems like a lame thing to say after I just beamed the bird there, but... after playing so much WarioWare, this does feel like kindergarten time. Alright, French sea creature. I'll go for it. Oh, I should stop jumping off of those. You need those bubbles to keep yourself in, well, elevated. Oh, 8. Far from it. I'm slightly reminded of marbles doing this. It's been a while since we've had marbles or a giveaway. I'll need to see to that then. Ooh. What? Three-headed monkey. It's a curse. I can't say the word monkey, or see a monkey, or think of a monkey without thinking of Dark Young. I swear he was placed on this earth just to be my bane. I've lived a good life. I've been a good person. Okay, what's even going on here? I'm not entirely sure I know what was going on with that ducky there. I think it was something like pulling it down so it splashes up high. Ooh, chubugger. Alright, avoid the debris then. I was placed to battle the evil of the world, so it checks out. I'll say. I mean, furries, Germans, JJ, there's no evil that Dark Young won't fight. I think this is the hardest one. It's a tight needle to thread there. Something I don't quite understand is it looked like the lassie in the opening thing of this game had her own personal pachinko machine. I don't get it. That feels like having your own personal one-armed bandit. Then again, I can't help but feel that I had a... I did have a one-armed bandit! Yeah, how did it work? It took money, then you would spin it, it would go around, and I think you could get some sweeties out of it. I'm not sure if they still do things like that, but little home electronic games that would give you sweets if you won. I remember being a big fan of those when I was like, I don't know, 6-ish years old. When I was a kid, my grandpa had a pachinko machine in the well in his basement. Is your grandfather Japanese? Okay, I'm still unconvinced I know what's going on with Ducky here. Although, to the game's credit, WarioWare also doesn't tell you a damn thing about what your games are. You're just thrown in and expected to figure it out. What's your favorite WarioWare minigame? My favorite is probably Cat and Anna's dual screen thing. They yell Cat and Anna a lot, and it switches between screens real fast. And it just gets absurdly difficult. It's so much fun. Although I'm a big fan also of everything in Wario's Final Battle in WarioWare Gold. Huge fan. Except the boss on that. Oh, it's so slow, and I have so much difficulty with it because it's Simon Says. I think we found the origin of your gambling addiction. No, the origin okay, I've been at this for too long. Speaking is hard now. It's new retainer day. Never a fun day. Anyway, the origin of my gambling, I wouldn't call it an addiction. I enjoy gambling. I wouldn't say I'm addicted to it. It's like saying I'm addicted to, I don't know, breathing or drinking out of a cup. Aberdeen's beachfront has an arcade placey place called Sunset Boulevard that was later extended with Boardwalk. Lots of arcades there, which is great. It was good to live in a place that actually had a lot of arcades in the UK, even though they were dying out. Lots of arcades, lots of fun, playing Time Crisis, House of the Dead. I didn't really go for beat-em-up games, but anything that I could shoot things in was fair game. And DDR, of course. But also, they had gambling things for children. The Two-Penny Falls. There were also 10-penny falls, but I mean, what kind of kid has that much disposable coin on them? You would feed in a 2-penny coin into it, and it would fall down, and then there would be these pushers that would push it back, push them forward. And hopefully your 2-pence piece, now 2 pennies in Britain are huge. They're like the size of an American quarter. Hopefully your 2-penny would push all the other 2 pennies, which are arranged in the machine, forward so that they fall off, and then they come down into your awaiting bucket. Now, the game was rigged, obviously, they all are, because the 2 pennies fall off the sides as well. So there's always going to be more coin fed into it than comes out. But my oh my, I could make 50 pence go a long way playing those. And on a very rare day, I would win big. I know that one, it was so rigged. It so very was, but that didn't matter. Because I would have a lot of fun, and I'd be out of my parents' hair for, well, hours, honestly. I wouldn't want to leave, I just want to keep shoving my 2 pennies into it. Didn't matter if I win or lose. The rush you get from watching those 2 pennies go back and forth. If I found one again today, I would, I'd probably take out maybe 2 quid, grab a bucket, and play around with it for a while. I still wouldn't do a 10-penny one though, that's too much money to just throw away. But it gets better. The gambling wasn't just with those pushy machines. Eventually, they brought out the horse racing. Oh me oh my, the horse racing was so good. There'd be 5 horses on a track, little plastic horses and little plastic bits. And they would just go forward. But you would bet on which one wins. There was red, blue, green, yellow, and white. The only ones that mattered were red, blue, and white. Red and blue were the most common to win, but you'd only double your payout. But white, if white won, you got 50 pence. 50 pence? Oh my, some of my happiest times as a child was when white came up and I was in the money. 50 pence, you could play another 25 games with that. Jake, we once worked out the odds in Blackpool. I can't really read it right now because I'm busy dodging cannonballs, but I will momentarily. There we go. You worked out the odds in an arcade and made about 40 quid on them. Very good on you. I had a buddy in Aberdeen, and he stopped in here once or twice. Flunk 09 or Flunk 06? Flunk something or other. There was also a gambling machine where it was point blank. We all know the game Point Blank, surely. One of the best shooting light gun shooting games in the arcade, because the guns actually had recoil on them. Now, they put out a version of that where it cost like a quid to play, but if you could beat it, you earned money. Now obviously it was rigged, they're all rigged, but it was only rigged in a way that the game got harder the more it's paid out that day. So if you got good, didn't matter how hard it was, you could handle it, and Flunk could handle it. He was also my rival at DDR, so a good time out at Sunset Boulevard involved making plenty of money on that to play DDR, and then playing DDR for a very long time. What? Okay. Sure. Why the hell not? Hey, big win for me. You won't catch me complaining here. Yeah, at least this bamboozling is bamboozled winning, unlike Magitori. You think you've won, and then, sorry about that. Sorrier than more shoe not giving credit. Oh, nice bounce. Sadly, I did not get good enough at the money paying out point blank game. I did not have the skills to, as it were, pay the DDR bills. But that's okay. I just appreciate that it was something you could do. Oh, but something we could do? There was a period when the internet was new enough for it to be strange and bewildering to many people, but still be usable. And the golden age of that is when you would find, usually a pub, which had the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. The one that you paid and played for with real money. And if you were fast enough, or you just had a bunch of friends that knew enough bloody trivia, there was money to be made. Got fond memories of a pub owner yelling at us, if we're not gonna get a drink, you can... Well, he told us to get out in a not very nice way. So, we got a drink with the money and continued to make money. Okay, I think I've understood how Duckworth here works. Come on, let's speed it up a bit. Where's the challenge? Thinking about it, I wonder if this game came out in tablet. It seems like a perfect fit for tablet since there's only 2 buttons and they're blindingly huge on the left and right hand side of the screen. I was so disappointed as a child when I found out that it didn't actually pay out 1 million. No, but it paid out decent chunks of money. We'd get like 30 quid off of it. You don't get greedy and go for the grand prize though. God no, those ones are rigged to high hell. That's right, don't get greedy. Actual advice from me. As I understand it, playing the horse game, the 2-penny horse racing game, it doesn't make any sense to bet both red and blue, because you're paying 4 pence for a not even guaranteed 4 pence payout. So even if you were doing everything but the middle ones, I don't think it would work out to do that. But people have poked holes in my mathematics before, and claiming that I went to university to do mathematics, I think I've lost all credence on that one. This game is really making me hunger for a new WarioWare. Bloody monkey. Bloody 3-headed freak monkey here. Really looks like a pretender god from Dominions. How many monkey pretenders are there? I guess they're the Titan ones. Can't really call those monkeys though. wonder if I'm losing out by putting in more of the balls into the hole there when it's already filled up. Just the Dom 1 Guru, what a shame. Not even a very good chassis. It's just very cheap, especially for good old Lanka. Oh no, okay, that's probably better than getting a 1. Just getting 1 payout would be almost insulting. Okay, what's this all about then? I don't understand. So some break and some don't. It's alright, understanding is optional. So who played WarioWare DIY? Now there was a game. It sucked. It sucked hard. It probably bombed as well. But it was really interesting. The premise of WarioWare DIY was that Wario was so greedy, he didn't even want to make his own game. He wanted to make other people make a game so that he could make loads of money. Truly a man after my own heart, Wario. He will always be my favorite of the Mario Brothers. The games it came preloaded with were kinda sucky, but the whole thing just felt like a surreal experience. It felt like you got some bootleg version of a game when you fired it up. But no, it's as official as Nintendo releases get. And there are loads of these comics inside the game, and they're all very weird. One is about a kid who really wanted a dog, but his parents wouldn't get him a dog, so instead his dad just pretended to be a dog for a while. When they did that again with Mario Maker, it made all the money. See, that little M is worth a lot of money. $150 million. I never played Mario Maker. Now I really like my Mario games, but I haven't played any since the N64 one. I played any Mario since then? Oh, I'm really looking forward to Baron playing Mario 64. He's gonna have to get 100% of the game done, every star. Now, there is an out to that. If he simply wins his mod challenge, then there's no such punishment. But unfortunately, I've been seeing Baron play lately. I don't know how one man can get so good at Caesar 3 and still be so bad at it. If there's one thing that's very easy in Caesar 3, it's making loads of money. And the man... oh, debt just gravitates towards him. I don't even know how he's doing it. Ooh, I like that. Speed up, I could feel it. The man has talent. Well, just think, Fishlet, soon he might be a mod just like you. See, I got 90% in the star there. I wonder if that has any significance. I downloaded C3 and Julius, but it still controls like a heap of ass. Is there a mod that you all use? You might need to elaborate on controls like a heap of ass. It's not a new game, but Julius does make it run somewhat modern. It'll run windowed, you can right-click to deselect pop-up windows. It's got a bunch of quality of life stuff. But you have to remember, you're still playing a game from 1998. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if you can make it from right to left that quickly. Right, I think this is going to be my last batch of the mini-games here. Fun as the game is, it's kind of making me hunger for WarioWare Gold, and my 3DS is right next to me. Probably still fully charged, because I don't know how Nintendo does it, but their devices maintain battery charge forever. I mean, I dug my old DS out after God knows how many years of sitting in my cupboard. It still fired up, it still remembered who I was, and it still knew the date. Whereas my PSP, oh God, no. You can open it up and it goes, "What day was yesterday?" The less said about the Vita, the better. That message, potentially sponsored by Sony. Because they didn't remember it either. Alright, how do we come out of this? That looks like... Wait, what are you? What? Oh, probably some kind of fast-forward thing so you don't do the pachinko every time. Don't know what I'm looking at here. Probably lets you replay each of the games over and over. Yeah, that would make borderline sense. Oh, infinite mode. Yeah, no thank you. Sony stopped the closure of the Vita PS Store recently though, or so I read. Aren't Sony having a bit of a PR disaster these days? Who isn't these days? Pretty funky music. I think I preferred Magitori, but this is more fitting for the game. Oh, and goodbye goes the game. Right, that was pretty good, but since I have their other game, I'm going to fire that up as well. Sure, why not? I'll be back in a moment. Right, don't know what this is all about or how it's going to control, so we'll all learn it together in German. Let's spielen. Let's spielen number 1. Yes. It has been too long. Don't worry, RimWorld will come back. Just need the right moment. Okay, so what are we doing here? Controller? Buttons? Anything? Space? Oh, okay, something happened. Ah. Click and drag. And then off you trot with it. But it seems like you can only smack it so far. Is this reminding anyone of any particular game? I mean, me, I'm coming up a blank. But
There's
surely...
no feeling more discouraging than starting over. And that's what you're about to experience if you keep playing this game. It's going to be deeply frustrating. You might trade some of that frustration for disappointment if you are willing to admit that the mistake was yours and only yours, but the feeling will only get more intense the longer you play. You're going to want to quit playing, and every time you don't, every time you find the strength to keep going, you will only be setting yourself up for a bigger fall. And if you manage to get to the top, will that make you feel good? Will you feel that it's all being worth it? I think you will.
I feel like there's a Brazilian talking to me here. Hang on, how am I even meant to get around this? Unless I need to hit it from back here. Like right on the tip there. Let's just give it a light tap. A lighter tap. Oh, right. Whack that bugger. Oh, okay. I'm not going to be able to get high enough for that. How the dickens... I mean, that's my highest elevation, and I'm not sure it's high enough to get over that thing. Oh, hang on. It looks like we can still hit the thing. Ah. So as long as it's not black, we can still smack it. I see. Looks like it reduces in intensity of the hit each time, though. Oh, well, now. I think we've already won. So what makes it black? Is it hitting an anything? Yeah, I think it is. I rather think it is. Oh, no, oh.
Feel free to stop playing whenever you want. Your progress will be saved automatically. Your dose of progress too.
I'm smacking into the green one too heavily here. Lightly. No. Well, I think we all know which game this is exactly like, but the difference between this game and getting over it is that I really liked Kirby's Dream Course. And I'm getting those Kirby Dream Course vibes here. Then again, Kirby Dream Course didn't have all this set. I think I'll give this a go for a while. I don't have anywhere I have to be. And if I did, I'd have to phone in and say, sorry, I can't make it. I have important business to attend to. Oh, well, thank goodness that didn't go all the way down. Top of the stairs, get. Oh, son of a gun. Clearly it's ripping off PGA Tour. I think I'm gonna have to do my magic from the top of the spade. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When you're this good. Uh-oh, that looks like a disaster waiting to happen. It's gonna send me all the way down to the stink.
This game is a different take on a game that came out in 2017 titled Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. The author of that game, Bennett Foddy, was an Australian designer known at the time as the father of intentionally bad controls. Weird, unresponsive, and hard to understand, intentionally bad controls are bad in the sense that they are suboptimal for the task at hand, making a challenging and infuriating experience of what otherwise could well be a walk in the park. And yet, they often make for amusing games. In Getting Over It, your task is simply to climb up a mountain, do dragging yourself with a hammer while sitting inside a cauldron. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed, some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is in constant danger of falling and losing everything. I watched a video of Bennett Foddy playing his own game, and it was interesting to see how erratically he approached his own challenges. He knew it was possible to overcome them, and he knew the movements he needed to execute, so he will make an attempt, but he will fail, without a clear reason why. So he will try again, exactly the same movements he attempted the first time, and he will repeat this process until, eventually, it actually worked, giving the impression that the challenge was more about perseverance and luck than precision.
Thankfully, I have both of those things in near limitless quantities. So that big setback there hurts because what I wanted to do was go straight up just to have a look at what was coming. And still, I somehow ended up all the way back down. How is this game called? How is this game called? Come on, Franco, you're better than that. What is this game called? It is called Golfing Over It. Original name, Do Not Steal. But already, having a proto-Brazilian do the narration seems like a remarkable improvement. Now, it's going to get a little bit creepy if he says something like, Canto Española, Jake. Alright, let's play it a bit safer here. Just get over here and get into the little rump of that. What the hell? Oh no. Oh no. Oh!
Ooh, that must have hurt. Don't worry though, it will happen again. And again. And again.
Und wieder. A Spaniard speaking to you in English with German subtitles. Now that... If this wasn't self-inflicted, this would be a damn near perfect punishment game. It's alpha. It's always been alpha. I like the sound of this ball. Nice clack to it. Look, it was the theme of the day, Franco. We're showing our collective love for the Germans. In fact, why doesn't everybody in chat just share with us all something they really like about the Germans? I'll start. The bakeries in Bonn have terrific food. There you go. I like how they appreciated our bikes 75 years ago. Apparently German beer is fantastic. I wouldn't know. I can't stand beer myself. I'll take your word for it. It was so easy to get onto here before. There we go. Ups a daisy, but don't get too cocky, Star Fox. Oh. I was watching Yagamoth play another similar game that came out not too long ago called Jump King. God, I hate that game. Oh, no, no, no! Jeng's even further back than before. Jump King is in that same vein. Games with intentionally bad controls. I mean, Jump King could be improved if it just showed you where your jump is going to, but no, you just hold down jump, and then your jump, which you're committed to, will be as far as you held down for, up to a certain limit. Horrible game. I don't know how Yagamoth puts himself through these games. I mean, I put myself through some pretty horrible games, but that's from the punishment game system, which I have attachments to. Yagamoth just goes, I know, I'll play these horrible games. That's a lovely way to spend my day. Well, I guess there comes a point when one plays too much Secret of Mana. I'm actually running out of games for the Super Nintendo, probably the console that I played the most in my youth, that I haven't streamed by now. But surprisingly, Secret of Mana, which for a long time was one of my favorite games of all time, I have not streamed. I don't know how long it would take to beat from start to finish. The game isn't very long, especially if you know what you're doing. And whilst there are some bits that are going to be fuzzy for me, like everything involving the Empire, I still think it would be... I'm not even sure if it should be weekly one-shotted. Maybe just grab it and beat it on a wild card for the whole day. Because the game is great. Surely everybody here in chat's already seen it before, so I don't think there'd be a lot to gain out of it, but just the joy of playing through it again would make it worthwhile. More than playing this, that's for sure. Come on, I'm not playing this for the fun of the game. I want more Spanish chaps speaking to me in English German. The more you replay Secret of Mana, the more you see its flaws. Oh, absolutely. Secret of Mana was magical for a child. I mean, when did that game come out? 1995-ish? It was so vibrant. It was so weird. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. Okay, right, I'm here. Let's not scuff this shot. Oh, it's been scuffed. Ooh. Saved by the whatever that was. I don't think we got Chrono Trigger in Europe. Okay. No, no, no. Oh, that's a tricky one to get in there. No, no, I made the mistake again. I thought, no, we'll just let it come straight down. No need to chance it here, but... Oh boy. Is this the new getting over it? It really is just getting over it again. I wonder why they made this game. With very few exceptions, people make games to make money. Did they think that this one would be a remarkable success? It's a little bit late after Bennett Foddy's Getting Over It to really cash in on that. Maybe, well, I don't know what order they made their games. Maybe they made Magitori first, it was a huge success, and they figured, well, with all this money, let's do all these weird projects that we've always wanted to do. That's how I imagine it. And yes, not everybody makes games for money. It costs 20 cents to make, any sale is profit. Really though? Isn't this game mega cheap? It's $5 on Steam. 5, huh? Yeah, I think I've got to get off that, or rather get onto the spade handle here. But it's a delicate procedure. Hey Spam, you love crappy games like this, right? Surely you'll show us how it's all done. Or maybe Defa will make a return. Defa is one of the mods, definitely the mod that, of all the people that gain modship and are still around, definitely the one that keeps the lowest profile. But he got it from Getting Over It. Maybe he could show us his skills at this as well. I might give it a try if I'm less busy. Rescue control of your life back, Spam. Maharaja says, I'm hurt. No, really, Maharaja, you have a higher profile than Defa does. Easy does it now. Easier does it. Okay, hoops-a-daisy. Now what? Well, the eagle seems like a nice safe place to be. Okay, this isn't too bad. Not what I was thinking about. Oh, okay. Oh, it's because you don't think that you would love it. I don't know all of your likes and dislikes. And frankly, the only people whose likes and dislikes I'm going to be caring about this month are the bachelorettes in Rune Factory 5, which comes out on May the 20th. Our options are Succubus with Big Hat, Spunky Tomboy Girl, a retarded dog, and I don't know the others. Haven't been paying that much attention. Falling for marriageable women? What has the world come to? Well, they've got to keep up with the fine tradition of not having the Ara-Aras be marriage. Oh, no. Oh, come on, have mercy, game. They wouldn't want you to marry the old hags in Rune Factory now, would they? Oh. Whew. What a savior. Hey TBW, we're still playing Sekiro, don't you know? You can tell, because it's in German, if we can just get some more German lines coming in. I'm kind of disappointed with the lack of talking. Huh? that punctuating your progress kind of made the experience in getting over it, as awful as it was of an experience. Oh boy, I tell you, I'm getting lucky getting into the pity gutter down there by the tree. Now, oh, this is opportunity. Oh, full. That didn't go well. So I'm in two minds about Rune Factory 5. Now, I could let that thing take over the channel and just stream it for probably about 3 weeks non-stop. Maybe not that much, but the slight problem is that it's in Japanese. And I'm not very good at Japanese. I'm not very good at Japanese. I've been studying it for some time, but that doesn't mean I'm going to have the skills to tackle a game with as much dialogue as a Rune Factory game. But, you know, I'm going to be playing it anyway. Would probably be a damn shame to just go, oh, by the way, guys, I'm not going to stream for the next 3 weeks because I'm busy playing a game. So maybe I will. I'll look into my options. My Nihongo needs a refreshener, says Pizza. Well, there we go. We can work together. And, oh shoot, that was a missed shot. We can work together and make the community translation of Rune Factory. Probably get it done faster than Marvelous. I'm sure this is where TBW's skills would shine. Because whilst he loves to hide his power level, I'm sure he'd hate to appear useless. I'm not asking a lot. I just want to get inside the eagle here. If I get that far, I'm not going to feel too bad when I go, well, I think we've seen enough of this, you know. Cheers, cheerio, see you tomorrow, all that. But I'm also really hungry. Spent far too much talking about childhood Jake's experiences down at Aberdeen Beach. I was really considering adding a channel points bonus, which is, I tell you, an inane story from my life. But I haven't come to a decision on that one yet. The thing is, I don't like making Worm happy, and that would probably make him really happy. I wonder if I could just lightly tap my way onto the head here. And then, hoopla, oh, ho, ho. Eat it, Alpha.
In Getting Over It, Bennett Foddy claims that frustration is essential to the act of climbing, but I disagree. Frustration might be essential to having a real challenge, an obstacle that you are not guaranteed to be able to overcome, but the act of climbing itself can be enjoyable. Climbing and Getting Over It is not frustrating because you can easily fall down and lose all your progress, but because controlling the main character is infuriating. Of course, falling and losing all your progress is also frustrating, but the worst part is not that you have to climb it all over again, it's that you have to fight with the controls while doing so. This game is pretty much like Getting Over It. You need to climb up a wall made of pre-made assets while the game creator talks to you about the game itself. And the point of the game is built around the fact that it's a very hard challenge and you can easily lose all your progress at any time. The main difference, what makes this game more than just a clone of the original, is its controls. Not only because hitting a ball is quite different from pulling yourself with a hammer, but because it's easy and intuitive to control. You hit the ball with a certain force at a certain angle, and that's it. The difficulty lies in calculating what force and what angle you should apply to the ball. And it's not infuriating because you feel in control. If the ball doesn't land where you wanted, you know it's because you did the wrong calculations, and you feel that you can do it better if you try again. This is a game in which you can experience the challenge of climbing an angelic mountain without infuriating controls being part of that challenge. But that's not the reason why I made this game. It's only why I thought it was worth finishing.
Perhaps if we golf over it some more, he'll tell us exactly why he wanted to make the game. I really thought he was going to say that the difference is not that the controls are different. I thought he was going to say it was all the anime. Easy does it now. Oh, that was too easy. At least we land down here. There are worse places to be. So, to our Iberian friends out there, or Iberian derivatives, how can you really... Oh, bollocks. Oh dear, oh dear. Back we go. How can you tell if it's a Portuguese, a Brazilian, or a Spaniard speaking? Well, we don't care about the other South American colonies. Nobody does. Can you hop on the left tree? You mean the one that was all the way over to the left? We'll very slowly find out. Very slowly. Spaniards mostly sound like nonsense, points out Hoovy. I see. The Portuguese have this really funny squeaky voice that makes it pretty impossible to take them seriously. Spaniard Spanish is complete gibberish. People from Euro Rectangle talk... Euro Rectangle? I'm not talking about the language itself, more just the way they speak. Like, if they all spoke in English, how would I tell a Spaniard from a Portuguese from a Brazilian? Europe Rectangle. Oh no. There's a big anime standing on top of the tree. It cannot be cleared. I'm glad somebody pointed out that you can double hit the ball, because I would have been stumped by this tree for a lot longer otherwise. Although now it feels all that harder to get past. There we go. Gotta just chip it in there. I was never a big fan of golf, but I do enjoy mini golf. In fact, every time I go to Florida, I make sure to go and play. I hope those things are all still alive and solvent. Can't remember the name of any of them. I mean, they're all the same, right? Go here, pay them like $5, take your club and take your ball, and then try not to play so slowly that the tourists behind you don't get too angry. Gator golf. Yeah, just like in Salmon Max. Oh no. Whew. I'm having trouble believing that this came from the same people that made Machitori. Oh. Whew. But this does really seem like They didn't do this for the money, right? No way did they do this for the money. Oh, oh boy. Damn you, anime elephant. Is there an end? Oh yeah, I'm sure much like getting over it, we're not even at the starting point here. Yeah, I made some fair progress in getting over it. Getting over it felt faster to get back up, though, because you don't have to wait for the ball to stop rolling each time in that one. So I might have to disagree with our beloved dev here, saying that this one controls better. Now there, smack talk the game smacks me back down. The frustration in getting over it is not too dissimilar from the frustration of losing in Mario, because you gotta go a long way back in Mario. Would never be nearly so bad if you didn't. That's why people, despite Lost Levels being harder, have generally preferred their time in Lost Levels. You don't go back to the start of the world. But I mean, who runs out of lives in Lost Levels? Yeah, fish lips, but you see, by the time Lost Levels rocked around, everybody had gained a lot of experience in Mario, especially the people that had never played before. Of course, it didn't really show on some people. Oh, man. It's not like I love the Mario games that much, it's just been so much fun torturing people with it. Especially people that just haven't played old games altogether, so things like the game not automatically saving your progress, or the way that Mario jumps, and the antiquated gameplay mechanics that there are, just feeling so alien to them. Oh, it's been amazing for me. The only downside is that one person beat my time. Well, kinda. I mean, if you take breaks between your runs, is it really comparable? I would say no. But credit where credit is due. Rusty ran a tight operation on his Mario. A win is a win, points out Dark Young. Yeah, you're right. And only winners get dinners. Oh, boy, that horse there will be getting a dinner for that. There's really very little imperative for me to keep going here. I should just can the stream whenever, but there's something a little bit addictive about all this. Oh boy, easy there. Well, this is not the addictive part. Ah. Come on now. Well, you know, I think it's important to know when to call it quits. What's it? 980? Is that the amount of swings we've taken? Yeah, jeez. A few too many. Ah. Definite decline in quality here compared to the other two games. That Magitori game was so much fun, and that Discount WarioWare also pretty damn good. I'm not going to check out Shipped. Well, I don't think I will. It's apparently a multiplayer game, but maybe someday. This wasn't even the wildcard slot, was it? This is apparently the strategy slot. I need to figure out what to do with that. I think I'm going to do a call to arms. Get people to send in some strategy games so I can check those out and find another thing to be a mainstay. Because CK3 was meant to be that, but CK3 was just, what was it? Three or so campaigns. I'm like, well, I think I've seen everything this game has to offer. There's got to be something out there that's enjoyable that can be played forever. Or maybe there isn't and it's variety forever. Who knows? But what I know is that I will be back tomorrow with more Sekiro and something else that I've also managed to forget. So until then, it's a cheers and a cheerio. Yeah, poor Vicky. Poor in every sense of the word Vicky.